Hi there, this is Kathy Crow. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Crow Cottage in Springfield, Missouri. And today I am going to do a stamp set that is an online only stamp set. This is Trucking Along. It comes with a cute little punch. This is available online right now, but I think, it's noon. Do you know what that means? It means we have to listen to 12 chimes. I had no idea it was noon. This is not the time I normally do this. I normally do this on Mondays at 1 o'clock, so it starts with 1 chime and not 12, so I apologize for that. But anyway, it'll be done before you know it. So the punch is not available as far as I know right now. You will want the punch, but today I'm going to show you that you don't even have to have the punch. In fact, I've only used the circle part. I haven't even used these other parts of the little truck yet. I've seen some things online though that are really cute that other people have done. So it is, you do want the punch, but you don't have to use the punch. There. All right, so the chimes are done. Today I'm calling it retro because I want to show you, this is the card we're going to make today. This is using that cute little Christmas barn. Isn't that adorable? Now, I really like this truck because you can use it with almost any stamp set. In fact, I was going to use, instead of that, I got the Hey Chuck out. That's this stamp set, which is so fun because of the barn idea. And I thought I would probably use the little rooster, and I probably still will use this little rooster with the "You've Got Something to Crow About." There's the sun you're going to see. This sun is one of the dies that come in that Hey Chuck set. And so is this cute little weather vane, which we are going to put on the inside of our card. But so I am still using some of Hey Chuck, but I did not actually end up using the little chick that I thought I would with the barn or the truck. I think the chick with just the truck sticking out in front will be really cute when I get to it. But I got distracted with the barn and ended up doing the barn and thinking, oh, that is just so fun. I think I'll do that for you guys today. Since I'm trying to, this is a special time. I'm not here on a Saturday, and it's just for fun, Now it is, it always is just for fun, but today it's just even more so. We have company coming, and that is why I am here today instead of waiting until Monday. So I'm going to put the camera down and keep talking, and hopefully, oh, my phone does not like to be turned. It's just really doesn't like, it doesn't even mind being put down so much, like a dog. That sounded bad. But it just really does not like to be turned. It always says rotate, and yeah, I know I'm trying to rotate, and why are you having so much difficulty? But it does. All right, so here is this is my website, and when you are on my website, then you can find my newsletter. I would appreciate it if you subscribed to my newsletter. That would be wonderful. And when you do, you get to see all of the tutorials I put out every week. New tutorials for everyone who wants to do it. It is something that I do for my team, and I'm happy to share it with you. But I would love for you to join my team, just because I think that if you did, you'd be surprised at how many really cool things that you get when you are part of our team. I think you'd have a great time. Our ladies are just super, super fun. And not that other people's aren't too, but anyway. All right, I'm trying to make sure it's bright enough. You know, it is sort of cloudy out there. We had a really nice rainstorm. Oh man, that was super, super nice. All right, so trucking along. I did pull out, the reason I'm calling it retro is not just because Christmas Barn. Christmas Barn is a retired set that was a while ago, but not very long, maybe even just last year. And, you know, oh, hold on here. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. I see you. So So that's partly why it's retro, but even though I am not using any of these in today's set, you could. The Ride With Me set is even older, but that's not why I'm calling it retro. This one had a cute, cute die set with it, and that's what this all is. But I've got my little Loads of Fun shoved in here too. Now, Loads of Fun is a really old truck. You probably can recognize this one. And because of the line drawings, the way it's very fat and balloony, that should give you a clue as to the decade it was done. Truck. Little presents, it had the pumpkins, it had Easter eggs, it had little loads of love saying that just fits in the back of this little pickup. It had, oh boy, I never use it, so it's stuck here. The little pile of hearts. So I got this out because I'm going to be using it with, oh, it has your little driver. He's so fun. I don't know if this little driver will fit into he's large enough. I don't think he's going to really fit into our current truck. Now I can see his face would be he'd be a very large guy in there. But the things that fit in the pickup bed will fit. But the rest of that stuff's just a little bit too big. So, very fun though, and so that's why we're retro. Now the fence that I'm going to use comes with the Christmas barn dies, again retired. I'm sure for like 60 or 70 or maybe more dollars you can buy this bundle on eBay. This is one that you would have wanted to buy when it was current because it only is going to go up in value. Some of our stamp sets do that, and you will never buy it cheaper than when you buy it new, unfortunately for you if you didn't get it. And today I'm going to use the Little Suns from our Hey Chuck, and I am going to take my I cut one out from Wild Wheat, and I cut one out from So Saffron and Lemon Lolly, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I'm only going to use 2 of them. I don't think I'll use 3, but they look really nice layered together. So that's what I'm doing with all of those. And then these are, like I said, pumpkin pie, and the weather vanes are Wild Wheat too. All right, let's get back to the what our project is going to be. I've already stamped and colored our barn just so that I did have that done already. This is Whisper White. No, we're not doing Whisper White anymore. I forgot. We're just white cardstock, plain white cardstock. I don't know why we're not Whisper White. I kind of liked that name. It reminded me of what we were actually doing, not just white. It's Whisper White. But anyway, we're not doing Whisper White anymore. And then another color I'm using today that is retired is Soft Succulent. Our Lost Lagoon is kind of like it, and we have other greens that are like super close to it, but I just like the look of this pickup with Soft Succulent, so that's what I'm using, and that's what we're going to stamp with. First, let's do our little pickup. We'll grab a little scrap, and we'll get started on it. I hope you're having good weather. Ours is really good weather. We had a really nice rainstorm, which I loved. Oops, I accidentally shut off my light. And that made me really happy. Jeff and I timed it just perfect, accidentally, because I have been noticing this week that down at our local park, which is Nathaniel Green Close Botanical Garden, that there were some flowers and leaves that oops, my light's sticking in your way. Sorry about that. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. There were some flowers that I just know Jeff would love, so I wanted to share those with him. So I told him today we are going to go down early before it gets hot, because it is like super hot. So full strength with Soft Succulent for the lines on your truck. And then I'm going to leave this out because we are going to do the same color, but just a stamped off version for the fill color. Because with this stamp set, almost You know, except for the lined images, all of them. In fact, even the lined images, even the cloud. I didn't even notice that before. They all have a fill color. So you've got your outline you can do with whatever color you want. I really like that because the thing is that you can use, if you're not a colorer, if you don't like to color, you don't have to. It does everything for you. So we're going to stamp it with soft succulent and then stamp it off. And then stamp it right on, which is a little hard to do when I'm not like right over it. I normally would stick my head right over it, but there you go. Isn't that cute? And it's like the color of a green pickup. I think I've seen pickups this color going around before. So, and I just like it. It's nice. The other thing that I like is that wild wheat stamped off is okay, but stamped strong is really cool too. But we went down there and we walked around, saw so many beautiful flowers. They're really gorgeous right now. Now you get the little wheels separate. So that is so cool, isn't it? The wheels are separate. I love this. This is fabulous. So take your black ink and you can do it full strength, but I am going to stamp it off, okay? And then we're gonna, you can position your wheel hub. The holes are right there in the center. Hopefully I got that on right. There you go. And then it's like perfect. If you get the holes in the center of your tire, then it's super easy to get the tires in line. This is one of the easier ones, I think, that I've ever done with this sort of second, two-step stamping. And these photopolymer stamps you might not like the detail of them quite as much as your cling. So I'm glad we're not just doing photopolymer. Stampin' Up! Is so smart because, just the photopolymer isn't always the best, but for this two-step stamping, you just can't beat it. There's just no way you can get it as good otherwise. All right, so we're going to use this punch. Now, the way I'm using the punch, because I don't want any border around my truck, I like to have it all the way cut out. So the hardest part to actually cut out is going to be around the tires. So I'm going to put my punch like right up against the tire and the truck's front end and back end. And I think actually I'm going to air a little bit more on the back side as far as getting it really close. Okay, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to take my little scissors and we're going to clean that up. Get my mess out of the way. All right, take your little snips. Let me grab my hole punch. You're going to want a little hole punch too, because I am going to want to be able to see through my windows. So I'm actually going to hole punch right here and here with my little skinny hole punch. And then I can snip my little window out really easily. Right around there. And around his little I know this is kind of excessive, but this is what I do. Anyway, we had a wonderful time, but I was like, thank you, God, for getting us out of here, because as we left the park, a lot of people were coming in, because, of course, if it's a weekend and you're going to go to the park, it's been so hot, you're going to want to get that done early, and everyone was, but we were there really early, so it was nice, and we were just out, and man, there was a huge downpour. Whew. It was a gully washer. And it was wonderful because I don't have to water this weekend now. It really poured. Oh, I suppose I might still have to get our little pots in the front and back because it's been so hot that I've even had to do a little extra watering because of that. Okay, so now I've got my truck all cleaned up and ready to go. I'm gonna just set that aside and get rid of my scissors now. And we can continue. All right, so anyhow, hopefully wherever you are, it is not as hot as it is here. Today it's supposed to be pretty warm, but it's still not bad. All right, we're gonna take this. This is a piece 4 inches by 5 3/8, basically. I'm gonna trim it down after I get done with what I'm doing, but I wanna do the sky first. So I'm gonna start with the sky. I'm actually gonna make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. Start off your page. And the reason I know I'm gonna, trim it down is because it always gets too dark at the top. So I don't want it to be quite that dark throughout the whole thing. So I'm gonna come in on the side a little bit too, because I do want it to be pretty even. All right, now that's good. And these are those blending brushes. Are they called blending brushes? I don't know, but they're really nice. And then we're gonna do, oh, no. I want wild wheat. I want something lighter and then darker for my ground. Since this is a farmyard, I don't need any grass. So I'm gonna get this little teeny tiny one. These are new for us, these little ones. And this side I've got my wild wheat going, and I don't need a lot. Okay, just a little bit here. And then I'm going to use the other side of that blending brush to do pecan pie. And that's going to be the bottom ground part. Anyway, oh man, they've got, I'm always shocked how many plants. I see more plants when Jeff's with me because he sees stuff I'm not looking at. Oh, it's really neat that he will go. He's not a plant person like I am, so he's definitely just doing that for me. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit in the ground, just a little bit to get a little more. I think we'll do it a little darker here, and I'm going to use the whole brush now so I can get all of my golden and brown kind of in there. All right, I think that's good. And then, having done that, all right, what do we do next? I see my camera and I'm a little jumpy. I'm not sure. I bet it's because it's the weekend. My internet's probably not running as well as it should, just because of the fact that there's so many people using the internet right now. So hopefully this goes all right. So what I did is I stamped this with tuxedo black, and I colored it with some of our grays and with blue. And I have to admit, one of the reasons I stamped and colored this off camera is because I used some of my non-Stampin' Up alcohol inks for the gray. I think our grays got Smoky Slate, and we have Granite Gray there, and then we have some colors that are warm colors that are I think they're calling them natural alcohol blends, and they're like skin tones. So that's great, but they're not gray. I don't think there's one gray in it, so I kind of need a super light one. Then what I did is I took the equivalent to this wild wheat, the light alcohol pen one, and I did this just to add some kind of rusty, mossy sort of thing to the barn. So this has a die, but it would have left a border, so I decided to just cut it. So this is why you don't always have to even have all of the dies. But, you know, I'm saying that at the same time, I'm thinking you definitely need all of the dies because there's always dies that you're going to use, like this sun. Let's trim this to the size I need. I've cut a piece of our soft succulent. I think I'm going to say this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Let's see what the actual length is. No, this is 5 1/2. So I'm going to have to trim it because I ultimately want to have this all on a piece of pecan pie. And the pecan pie is going to be, I want this to be a standard size card. So let's do it at 5 1/2. So the scrap I've got here. So 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And that means that my soft succulent's going to have to be just a little less than that. This is going to be the one the mat right behind my imaged piece. So 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, let's see how that looks. See if it's enough. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I kind of want it to have a bit more of a border. I think just a smidgen more, maybe. So let's do it at, this would be 5 1/4, a little more, just a little more, 5 1/4. And we're going to do it at about 4 1/16. Yeah, that's better. So that's the size I need for that. And I don't mind having less of the pumpkin pie. And this side is the side I think that's weakest. But we're going to go ahead and clear off both sides and see what my measurement is at that point. And I want most of that sky off. That's really dark at the top. Let's do a little more of that. Okay, let's see what our measurement is, because I need this to be, now let's take it onto this. That's actually pretty perfect right there. I'm not going to take any more off. So that's good, that's good. Let me put my board away, throw away my scraps. We'll put this aside and now we'll build our little scene. This is what I like to do. These kinds of stamps are called scene builders. And before I go any further, this trucking set is wonderful. We've got some new paper, so before I go any more, let's see the paper. I probably have shared it already. I've been using it a ton. It is called One Horse Open Sleigh. Okay, so it goes with the One Horse Open Sleigh, and I did a bunch of those, but I'm not really in the mood for Christmas yet. So I did some Christmas cards, and then when I got this little truck, I realized, oh my goodness, I want to do Christmas cards with that little truck. But the little truck here, let me show you. Where did you go? There you are. He's too big, too small to go with this deer. I saw a card where they'd done it, though, with this deer, and it was really cute. So I'm not sure how they did it. I'll have to look at that card. I think they did like a center step card or something to do that. But that deer is adorable. And the back side's really nice, too. But each one of these scenes, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And this, look at that. It's beautiful. This is really pretty paper. Oh, look at that. I haven't even used this one, I don't think, yet. I've got to get to that one because that one is really nice. That one's good. It's got this wood on the back, too, so that's going to be really good to use if you don't want to use just a white scene. That is so cute. I did my sleigh going up that. Now look at this. Spooky. Nice backgrounds. Oh, the fox. I really like that one. He's so cute. That one is nice. All of them are really nice. This is probably one of the best designer series paper sets I think I've seen in a long time. Those trees are great. I've got them all mixed up because I'm actually using them a bunch. Oh, that's an old other something else. Oh, that one. Look at that. Anyway, so just look and see what I can do. I'm going to get these on Pinterest. I haven't done it yet. I have to trim these. I've got them on my cards, you know, ready to get them mailed out. But I didn't actually get to the trim part, so I need to do that. So I'll do that in a minute. But there's an old Christmas stamp set, and there's one of my Loads of Fun backing. That's what I put in here, these little pumpkins from that Loads of Fun. This is from last year's Halloween stamp. Isn't that cute? Here's some old DSP from last year's celebration with our Beside Me. Is it Beside Me or By My Side? I don't remember, but that's cute with your little. So I've decided this is the little pickup truck is sort of like, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Here's my rusty winter wheat or wild wheat truck. The pickup, that little pickup is kind of like a bird. If you put a bird on it, it's always cute. If you put a pickup on it, you can put it with anything. Here's our old gondola set that I've done a little folder card with a pickup. Again, you just put a pickup on it and you're golden. You got it all set. Oh, look at the hat. I'm going to do a bunch more of the village with the little pickup. He fits perfectly with that. So I hope you're going to take advantage of getting all of that stuff. You're not going to want to miss out. It's too cute. Okay, what did I do with the paper? Oh, there it is. And the folder that it all was in. I don't know. I'll have to find it in a minute. All right, so now we're back to our scene. Let's see what we're going to do first. I actually need to glue my little sun on first. Let's grab the barn. I want to see how it's going to fit in here like this. And then we're going to put our sun on the side like that. And I think that, I don't think I need Lemon Lolly on there. I think just So Saffron. So Saffron is all, where's my Lemon Lolly? Oh, there you are. I think the Lemon Lolly is brighter, but I don't really want that one. I think we'll stick with So Saffron. And like I said, I think that's a color that's also expired. I keep these things. Okay, so what I'm looking, just to make sure that I'm judging the size right, I've got to get this all close together. So we'll glue on our little sun first. And again, this is from the Hey Chuck die set from the little chickens. The chickens, oh, so fun with this barn. So fun. I have to do it. I haven't done it yet. Let me get my barn here. I want to see. It needs to be a little higher than where my sun is. So we'll stick it right there. Okay, now before I put on the yellow, I'm going to grab one of my pens, one of our marker pens. Let me grab one that's not super dark, but there we go. This will work. This one is Pecan Pie. Okay, and then I am going to put in a nice horizon line here. A few lines. Okay, just to get me started there, and then we're going to put this one right on top. Kind of gives you a nice effect without a lot of work. And you don't have to get glue on everything, just a little bit. It depends on how many times you think this is going to be taken in and out of a card. So you want to glue it just a little bit off and down on the side, mainly so the tops of the rays can be seen from that winter wheat. There, like that. Okay, there, now we've got our horizon, and now we can put on our barn. Fun, fun, fun. I want it up higher, like there. I think right there. So how is your weekend going? I think everybody's probably staying cool. We had one of our grandkids had a birthday, and oh man, I found online on Amazon a little flower garden. It's almost like my daughter said it's almost like a Lego kind of toy. It's so cool, and she is loving it. I knew she would. She likes flowers too. So I hoped, but you never know. When you're buying something online, you never know the quality or how big it really is. I mean, they put pictures on there that are really deceptive sometimes about how, like, I don't know, do they use 1-year-olds in the picture to look like a 5-year-old? I don't know. But. All right, so we're putting the barn kind of, make sure you're getting it straight. Kind of straight, it's angled anyway, so it's gonna be fine no matter what you do. But the one thing that really helps this little barn not just sort of be floating out there is to put a fence on it. So we're gonna put the fence right on the front, and I'm gonna put it up on the barn, and that means I'm gonna just put glue on the bottom and on the sides. Oh, I forgot. Before I do that, I need to put in my lines to make this look like dirt. And the way I can do that really easy is using the lines in our Trucking Along set. It has lines, it has grass. So if I wanted grass, I could have it. It has its own little fence, little teeny tiny, and this is like, it has clouds, and the cloud has a fill, so if I want to put clouds in there, I can. Maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't used the cloud one yet. All right, I think we'll stick with the con pie. I used copper clay before. Now I'm going to have my truck down here, so I'm going to kind of put some. Now I've already dirtied up my. Be careful when you're stamping this line thing, because you can easily accidentally get ink like all over where you don't want it. I've done that so many times, it's really annoying. So just every time, if you like me and getting it off, get it off. So I'm doing a regular press down with full strength, and then also the stamped off one. I'm going to stamp that one off like that and that, because we can kind of go through the whole little barnyard. Oops, got ink on it again. One there. I think that's good. What is behind the fence, you're not going to see a lot of it anyway. So it's called a flower garden toy, and that's all I typed in. Flower garden toy for, you know, a toddler or something. I don't know what I typed in, but I was thrilled to actually find something exactly like what I was looking for. Oh man, I hate going to the store with something in mind already to purchase. Like, I've never seen it, but I know exactly what I want, and I hate that because when that happens, you never find what you're looking for. At least I never do. I never find what I'm looking for. If I don't know what I'm looking for, it won't matter. I will find something that will work. But man, okay, I'm gonna put that like right on the edge here. And we're just gluing that right down on the card, but it's sticky. I know it's kind of looking like you can't tell. See, I mean, it's not like sticking up, but it is over the barn, and you want it up over the barn. It's gonna just help that barn sit in its setting and not get, you know, not be floating on the dirt. Now, I only need a little bit of this side part, but I'm gonna bend it around to the back and glue the back. So let's match it up here. Nope. Stick that on. Get my fingers cleaned a little bit there. And then I'm gonna bend this around to the back. And I am gonna glue that down on the back. You could just snip it off, but you know, you don't have to. You can do this and it sort of secures it, and it's gonna glue right on there really easily. Okay, so now we've got that done. And now we want to stamp our little sentiment. And this one has so many fun sentiments. It has wishing you a festive Christmas if you're doing a Christmas one, special delivery, and little tiny farm fresh. Oh, that's cute. I've used the sending you sunny thoughts a lot. Let me show you a card that I've got. I'm going to put it on Pinterest. I'm not real thrilled with how it turned out. This is using Scenic Wonders. I used 2 different stamp sets from the Scenic Wonders set. That's a set that's available right now. I sponged in the copper clay here and then stamped the tops of some trees from, I think, from this set down here, and then kind of colored a little bit just to get some green around on the edge of this road. So it does kind of look deserty. I colored a little bit in, tried to get my sunshine to be on there, and this is from Wherever You Go. That's a very old set that had a sun stamp on it. You know, I think I would like this better if I had done a different colored truck. So I maybe if I just get a better colored truck. I took after I stamped this to get the highlights, I took the chalk marker and just tried to put in some white, because the Scenic Wonder stamp is just really dark. I don't know. I haven't been able to, I think it works better as a tone-on-tone type card. And anyway. All right, and that's just not the kind of stamping I do all that much. The special deliveries too, but I'm going to do every day is a fresh start because I want a 2-color thing going. I'm going to put the little pickup truck right here in the middle, and I want my sentiment to be right there in the sky. If you're going to do birds and other stuff like that, you might want to do something else with a sentiment, but I think that would be cute. So we'll use pumpkin pie for just the first. For just the everyday is a. So I'm just going to ink that right there. Okay, so it's really tiny, but I can see it. Every day is a. And then let me clean it really good. Make sure that's cleaned off really good. And then we're going to do soft succulent for the rest of that sentiment. Okay, so fresh start. Let me get it on this side maybe. I want to make sure that whole word is inked good. And my pads tend to dry out one side or the other more, it seems like. Ooh, I definitely don't want that. That would be bad. You can just put tape over those words at the top and then peel the tape off after you've stamped, but you can also just ink it carefully if you want to. All right, so I'm just kind of positioning that kind of where those words were, and then voila, you've got your two colors for your sentiment. It looks really good. I saw they've done a few of those in the catalog, and it reminded me of that technique because I'd sort of forgotten about it, and I've been using it a lot lately because I saw it. That's why we do this. We keep doing these videos showing you all the different kinds of things you can do, because even if you've done it before, you forget. You forget how easy it is, how fun, and it's cute. Oh, my little hummingbirdie's back. I've got to get some more fluid out there for you. It's getting really low. They've been using it a lot, I think because it's so hot. Oh, he's so cute. This is a really colorful one. I've got to get my glasses out so I can see him. Oh, there he goes. He's looking at the window like, how come my fluid isn't what it should be? It's not. It's getting hot, and it needs to be fresh and cool. I'll get to you. I will. All right, I'm going to take my dimensionals here and just clip off the side for part of my pickup. And I'll put a couple of these down here. And maybe one on my tire as well. I need a tiny piece of one. Just for the side of my little truck. I want to make sure that's not showing. And the other part of that one will stick up here on the top. Okay. Nope. Perfect. All right, now peel all of those. Push them down. I always forget to push them down, and then when I start peeling them off, the whole thing comes off. We're going to have a hot week. Is your week going to be nice? Our daughter's weather's pretty good right now, but a lot of us are in the heat. Okay, right there. Now, if you want, to turn this into a holiday card, anything that you stick in the back that is like your holiday thing will work, and it'll look great. You could put all kinds of things in the back, and it'll look fabulous. Anyway, this is such a cute little stamp set. You're going to love it. Again, this one is an online-only one. You cannot get it unless you're going online to find it. It's not in a catalog. And speaking of catalogs, we have bonus days today. I think we've got 3 days left. Yes, last bonus days. 3 days. For every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon in an email that Stampin' Up! Will send you. And if your order is $50 or more through me, I will be sending you my own personal coupon and cards, a package of cards. If you are spending $150 or more, do not use the stamp code. Use your own, just you. But if you order through me, then just put in Kathy Crow. Make sure it's my face. There is another Kathy Crow. So make sure it's my face that you're shopping with. And then I will send you some embellishments. We've got so many really cute embellishments right now. Really nice ones. There's just so many. Usually my favorite ones are limited to 1 or 2 packages. But right now we've got a whole bunch of really good ones. All right, so we've got that done, and then let's grab a white piece of cardstock, and we're going to slap that on there. I am going to have to trim it a bit. I hate that when that happens. Let's trim the side a bit. I'll open it, and we're going to just trim, not that much, just a tiny bit. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you only have a couple more days in bonus days. Now, the reason I even got started on that whole little spiel was because I was thinking of our online only stuff. We actually have a few things. There's going to be a kit sale. So if you'd like kits, make sure you're staying aware of when that starts. I think it might be all next month. There will be a kit sale, and you'll be able to redeem your coupons in August that you've already gotten from your purchases. Make sure you get those redeemed. And there will be a new catalog coming out in September. And I'm going to tell you right now, you definitely want this little pickup truck way before the new catalog comes out, because there are things that you will want to put with this cute pickup truck because it is just adorable. Now inside you can take, if you want to, you can put your little rising sun in here. Okay. So if you've got another little extra bit of this, and I could have cut this out on some adhesive paper. We sell adhesive paper, and I always forget I even have it. And I don't even think I've ever used it, which is really stupid of me, but it's the truth. I just forget. I'm going to take my little wipe that I'm cleaning my hands off and dab that, because I don't want my card to glue together. And then I cut out this little weather vane. Oh, you are so cute. This is from Hey Chuck. I love the dies in this set. And I'm moderately fond of the chickens. The chickens are pretty charismatic. They have a lot of personality, and I do like that. I just don't I don't know that I like all of their personalities that much. But they do. And the other ones, Hey Birthday Chick and Birthday Chick and Hey Chick, I don't know. We've had a bunch of chicks. They all have a great chicken, so you got to have all of them. Okay, very fun. That is that. So that is all we are doing today. That went pretty fast. And hey, Freddie, it's good to see you. I did not know anybody was on with me. It's nice to see some life out there. And I'm going to try to, yes, gingerly turning the camera. And voila, I made it. So it is always warm in my craft room because I've got like really big windows, and there's a cathedral ceiling, but because the air conditioning doesn't quite come into this room enough because of the sun in the morning. Like I get the whole morning sun up until like 1 o'clock. It just beats in here, and it's a brick house. So it's super toasty. This is the hottest room in the house, but it's sweet. In the wintertime, it's great. In the summer, it's okay because I keep my door open all the time. I've got a ceiling fan. It's going, but it's still a little bit warm, so you'll have to put up with my shiny, wet, red face through the summer months while we live here anyway, which is probably going to be forever. I love it. It's beautiful. I can see my little hummingbird right outside the window. I do really like it. A lot of flowers. The only thing is I'm going to try to resist putting a rose garden out front. In our old place, I had garden all in the whole yard, front and back, because it was such a small yard. And that was nice, but on the other hand, it's really nice to have, not having a garden out front is like having, your entryway, a living room, or a library, or some room in your house that you never use. That's where your guests come in, so that you never have to do much with it, and it's always presentable. Well, that's for me what having just grass and maybe a few bushes out front is like. I don't have to work it to make it look presentable, and so I'm just. Do not, Kathy, every time I see a new rose bush I want, do not buy another rose bush, because then you're going to be it's going to have to go in the front yard. There's not a ton of room now in the back. And, yeah, so that's the life. Trying not to buy more stamps, trying not to buy more rose bushes, trying not to buy more flowers, trying not to buy, I must be super greedy or something. Anyway, Oh, hopefully I'm the only one. So you have a lovely rest of your weekend. We have the whole weekend, right? And it should be really nice. End of July. Again, use those, buy up your stuff, buy this trucking set, buy that sleigh ride set, and including the paper. It's too beautiful to miss. You do not want to miss it because Christmas is right around the corner now. This is the time to start making your Christmas cards, so you definitely want them. And when you shop with me, I will give you things and give you attention, and you will love it. Make sure that you send me an email if you have not gotten if you don't get the new catalog when it comes. All of my customers should be getting one, and so if you don't get one when it comes out in September, please let me know, and then I will check your purchase orders and see if you qualify for a free catalog. And if you do, then I'll make sure that you get one. I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day and your month of July. I will see you in August. Bye.